Hi, stranger. It's been a while. I've missed you. It's okay. You can look at my butt. I feel like I can really be vulnerable around you. Do you like this tree I made? Cool, right? I thought it was cool. It's so hard to make things sometimes, you know? It just takes so much mental energy, and I get so tired. I just want to sit here and relax with you. Wow, check out the sunset. It's so nice to stop and take all this in. It really makes you enjoy being alive. Even you. I love looking at you. I want to remember all your shapes. Beautiful. I've been thinking about you a lot lately. I see you trying to do so many things at once, worrying about a decision you made, or worried that you said the wrong thing to someone. You're so hard on yourself. But you're wonderful and worthy of being loved. You really are. You just have to let yourself believe it. Well, I know you're really busy and you probably have to go, but I'm glad I got to see you for a minute. I love you.
From words to actions, never know. You were there before. I could look you in the eye. Just like an angel. Oh. Your skin makes me cry. You look like a feather. It's so nice. I wish I was special. I'm creamy. It's so very special. I wish I was special. Where I must be. I'm where the door is. What the hell am I doing here? What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Whoa. Whoa. Shit. No, really, thank you, really.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, thank you. So this piece is called The Sum Total of My Parts. Basically, it's about the idea of
It's for
partial.
people to use.
Because I once saw a visual art exhibition where this Japanese artist He made a giant pink color cat, cartoon cat, and it's a stand-up, cut out like a big sculpture sort of. But he always situated it in places where you cannot see it in its totality. So you cannot take Instagram photos of the whole thing with yourself. It's always covered by some tree, some house, some whatever. Whichever angle you walk around it, you will never see it in full. Sometimes he puts it indoors also, so it's like blocked by a wall, blocked by a door, whatsoever. So the idea is about partialism in the fact, in the way that if you cannot see an art in its totality, then is it still art? Like, are you watching something discounted? Or you can, then in essence, will you ever see something that is fully the 100% art? Because more often than not, maybe we don't. Or maybe we are just trying to imagine we do. So then what is this process of archiving an artwork in itself, also, or performing it in itself? If you cannot see 100% of what you think is 100%, then is it still worth watching? Or is it still worth consuming? Yeah, so that's about it. So everything that I do is sort of like partial, almost everything that I do. This was supposed to be partial. Even the back, you can't see my pants or whatsoever, though the stupid thing keep dropping. Originally, I also did it as a duet. It's called Cocked with another guy called Gerald. So we did it as a full length. Then we developed a lot of things evolving from wrestling, from MMA. The key thing is when you are one person alone, it's very difficult to do one person MMA and one person wrestling, so to speak. It's like you're wrestling through air, but you got nothing to lean on. You got nothing to press against or hold against. So it's very much playing with yourself in mid-air. Then the question is, can you still see the visually the imaginary person there also? Yeah, so everything I did is partial, including the last part today. I changed something. I changed into a dance with my shirt, which is partial. Yeah, so you want to share your thoughts?
Okay, this is like I watched this work many times, but each time is very different. Like when I first watch the video, it's not that it's the same work, but I know like the journey of it starting from there to here, and these versions, yeah, totally actually I feel like with the shirt, I really give you some texture like another body, because previous time you don't have any texture and no one, you just grabbing the air. But this one, it feels like you're like struggling with your inner self, outer ego, that kind of vibe more for today's performance. And also, it's less more about what you said about the half performance partially, because we didn't get to see the projector upward. So today is really more about the like self-struggle, outer ego, or same thing. For today.
Also because I've been told by my wife I take off my shirt too often for my performances, so better for once try to wear something in the end.
He still took off his shirt though.
I started off naked. I never take off. I only wear.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else would you like to add on? I know there's a lot of things, a lot of layers, more complex. This performance very difficult to explain, and like after so many things, you need to digest for a while.
Yeah. Deliberately try to use a very maximalist approach to overwhelm your. We call it inundate your senses. Like, wow, what is happening? Why got so many elements? Because if I do singular, of course the ideal state is every single one of them should be done to the max. Like my dance with my shirt also, but I haven't had enough time to develop it further. But I just want to throw some ideas and see which one work, which one don't want. Yeah, then I can take and mix and match.
Okay. Anyone else have any thoughts?
Thank you. Oh, thank you for sharing this. It was cool. I didn't know strobe light was an option. That was dope. Yeah, suddenly like the lights went and I was like, yo, that's cool. Yeah. I really like it. It felt like, I don't know. It felt like a museum exhibit. Like I was was standing in like a museum. I see like a live performance together with like the multimedia, which was very nice. I think that in itself kind of helped to like visualize it, because it's like you don't know where to look, but you can kind of like see the invisible person in a sense. That was nice. Yeah, I think it was a nice contrast seeing you without the shirt, then with the shirt. I think like what I said with the texture. Yeah, that made it cool. Yeah, and I think another thing that was nice for me was like it was kind of like an echo. Like you can hear what's in the video, like singing creep, then suddenly like you're singing also, and then like I don't know whether it was deliberate, but like halfway through, it's like the video was first, then you sang, then the video went. So like it was kind of like it swapped, and that was quite cool. Like it really hit my like senses. Like when you talk about like maximalist, I was like, wow, yeah, this is really like sensory overload. But it was nice. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. This song I have been singing it many times already for the piece and for outside myself also. So sort of know it inside out. But I also sort of have a sensing when I'm going to blurt out on the video and when I should. So this is a bit like you know when you're in primary school, the choir music class, you're asked to, okay, this group sing first, okay, then this group sing, then you follow after them, but actually you're singing the same shit, and then this group sing, and then you're so the echoing sort of, then you can take turns to echo in a sense. Yeah, so I rather than have a fixed formula where I always wait for him meaning me to sing, then I follow. I sometimes try to take the lead, and then sometimes go. Yeah, because again, that whole segment is just me trying to wrestle with myself in a sense, or my ex-partner in a sense. Then if it's just like that, only a bit boring also for me. So I'll try to have some audio input.
Yeah, it's really quite nice. Like, yeah, just seeing like the different parts play out. I've seen like a picture online. It's like there's a statue of like a hand, and then it's like the fingers are like that. Then like the guy has like the missing fingers. It felt like that, like seeing like jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, so cool.
I really like the idea of the sum of total parts was really effective for me, because especially since today no upstairs, so really I as an audience, I had the power of choice, and I don't know whether you wanted me to have that power to, at certain points, if you were dancing, right, and it looks like kind of contortionist in something that it was maximalist to the point that it was painful, I could avert my attention to another element. But then sometimes you were there in front and then you took away the choice from me. Some things were like immersive in its totality, like the lights were like flickering on and off. That one I cannot escape, but I can choose to avert my focus here and there. So it really, like if you're talking about the archival of arts, the idea that I have my own free will in making the experience new. Maybe it might not be the same experience as sitting there in that theatre for this, but I get to experience it in a new way because it was archived in that sense, and then it was brought back to life, maybe using the same template, the same guiding principles in how it could be reformatted again.
Yeah, I agree with you about the point about agenda, meaning you have the agenda to the power to decide you want to look or don't look. And then I also have the luxury of double image, meaning, wow, very tired, but I also need to handle the lights, so I go in and hide for a while. I know that there's something else to occupy you at the same time. But then I cannot stay inside and hide too long, so I have to come back out. Again, because of the setup today, we are in this small little intimate space, so I can do all kinds of flying within and amidst you all. And I feel like I prefer to dance like that. I don't know, very long time haven't gone to a proscenium stage already, so next year it's about time. But yeah, so I enjoy making you have choice, making you. Sometimes some people don't want to look at me, and I think it's perfectly fine. Right? Yeah, you have so many things to look at also.
Yeah, behind there also, it was nice to be challenged as an audience. See, dancers always so tiring. Now make the audience tired. Good.
I think for me, overwhelm was. Okay, go. I think for me, overwhelmed was the exact word that I would describe my experience. There were so many things going on at the same time that I didn't know where to focus at all. I was like, okay, should I look at you? Should I look at the screen? And when the light was on, when you were like singing also, I was like, okay. Which of my senses should I really use? And also Keiko was also running around a bit, so it was like another layer on top of what everything was going on. I think for me, as someone with really minimal experience with performing arts, the question that you are posing is a bit like too complex for me. I think I wasn't really, like I couldn't really understand like the more minimal like approach already, and this one with a layer of questions and everything, like I couldn't really articulate on the concept, but for me I felt like the energy, I felt like the masculinity kind of like vibe that I got from the show, and yeah, and I just like felt really overwhelmed with like everything that you throw to the show. But it's nice.
Thank you. I've been told that because the partner Gerald that I danced with, he's actually the opposite of me. He's a very minimalist. So I'm the exact opposite. I try to push for things, try to make things happen, and I try to also put that into the approach, which is I try to maximize everything and then sensory overload. Yeah. But also the word that you use, masculinity, is also one of the main key things about that piece. That piece, not just here first, but that piece, originally about that one, because we were exploring the idea of masculinity and gaze. We have talked about gaze upon women, how men have impacted women's behavior over the years when women need to behave in a certain way in the eyes of the men, right? But then we were talking also about, between the two of us, about how we also feel like men have certain things that we need to behave in a certain way, whether you're straight or you're gay. He happens to be gay also. So, he happens to be gay, I'm straight. Then so we try to negotiate that, and then so there's always there's a lot of different explorations of masculinity. The skin to skin, lying on each other, then with all this wrestling and fierce, then after dancing also brought to mind a lot of different burdens from the audience. For example, people who think that sport is pretty erotic, like rugby, they will see it as very erotic, very sexy or whatever. And some people are just too straight. They cannot understand why these two guys are rubbing on each other. But then at the same time, they're not really having sex per se. No. They just really just
I was like, when I was looking there, I was thinking of the word sensual but not sexual. I think it was like more like skin to skin, but not in such a erotic way for me, which is also interesting.
So one of the things is that without that partner, I don't have the skin to skin, so I cannot pull off this exploration about masculinity anymore. Alone myself, I feel like there's so little I can do about this topic. However, I did try to pull out the again, maximalist approach. What is the most overtly masculine kind of thing? Then WWE wrestling, you know. Shoot machine gun.
You were definitely on the right track, I think.
So we try to use those imageries and boost Batista and whatever.
Okay.
Okay. So many friends. 其实我在想，为什么会选择要复刻那个作品啊
He's questioning why must revive sort of that older piece also. My reply is juxtaposition, meaning I need to put it adjacent to myself to make a little bit of a context, in the sense that it used to be like that. Now as you watch, then you question what is the relationship between that two and this guy over here.
I think because I watched before the previous time, so because I think he want to compare, right? If he were just to do it by himself, the whole thing, but without the projector and with like ghosts, it will feel like what are we watching? Oh, okay, this one person missing, but now we get to see the past. What is the person supposed to look like, and how they behave. So it's I feel like it gives me more like totality of, because it's same but it's very different. I regular art is very different because it used to be the same, and what else? Yeah, so for me it works. And also this piece is inspired by the previous one, so it's not totally like random, like I put Sean's piece there and then you dance. That is totally like juxtaposition why, but this, they have some link. So it still makes sense to, like, for me to put together, and it's more impactful that you put together that way. Yeah.
I think like for the first half, I don't know, maybe the first 2 or 3 minutes, I was trying to figure out if that was you or that was like someone else. So that kind of like messed up my mind more. I think I was like, hey, you look similar in there, but is it you? Is it someone else?
And also I think there's some reference over there. So for example, for me, I know the catwalk stuff. I feel like, he used this sitting pattern. I want chocolate, thank you. So it feels like you're watching, catwalk, your eye, like the gaze upon this person compared to that guy in the video. And also the last song, the tup song, actually it's from the Rite of Spring, so very famous ballet.
Yeah,
No,
so
actually it's a modern dance.
No,
Like
it's originally a ballet.
Okay, ballet.
Russian
Russian de la Ruse.
Yeah, so
Rainbow Rice.
Rite of Spring brings to mind one word, which is sacrifice.
Sacrifice, yeah, it's very strong. Like, sacrifice.
So we were using Rite of Spring a lot in our different songs, all Rite of Spring, for that original piece, because we're talking about what you sacrifice when you adhere to this gaze about masculinity, what you should be like as a man. And then we use Rite of Spring. But then now, the idea of sacrifice also is quite pertinent for this particular piece, because what have I sacrificed, or in order to gain something else also. To gain, I don't have a partner to dance with. I don't have objects or whatsoever. Yeah, what do I sacrifice? Yeah, then what can you still glean from this sort of partially produced piece? And then what can you take away from it? Yeah. So it's sort of a mind fuck, in a sense, trying to fudge your mind and ask you whether you you don't have to see the whole piece in its totality and say, oh yeah, I get it, because there's not much to get per se also, because it's a very meta question. The thing itself didn't even want you to get a full thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it for today.